the gentleman from Massachusetts, who also represents my family in Boston, the Honorable Mr. Lynch, is recognized for his 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank both of our witnesses. Commissioners, thank you, and the National Taxpayer Advocate, Ms. Collins. Thanks for your willingness to help the committee with its work. Commissioner, I actually chair the subcommittee on national security within the Oversight Committee. And, I'm sure you're well aware that President Biden has, through executive order, instituted a number of severe and crippling sanctions against Vladimir Putin and a number of individuals very close to him. As part of our responsibility, we're trying to gauge the effectiveness of that, and the Criminal Investigations Unit at IRS is a key partner in making sure that those sanctions are as effective as possible. Now, we actually have a request from the president, and which is supported by the majority in Congress, to give $30 million to the Criminal Investigations Unit so that we can get after some of these oligarchs and some of these people who are assisting Vladimir Putin by going after their planes, their real estate, other assets they may have, to shut those people off and make sure that they feel the consequences of these sanctions. Unfortunately, my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, many of them, have opposed the $30 million that we would give to the Criminal Investigations Unit to go after Putin's gang. Can you just expand on, now this is not just throwing money at the IRS. This is targeted to go after these oligarchs. This is going after Putin's gang. And I know that in some corners of the other side of the aisle, their party, there's Putin apologists, which is shameful. But I think we should be going after these people. You know, I just came back from Poland, Romania, and Moldova, and I've seen what these people are doing to the people of Ukraine. And I think we ought to stand with them and go after these oligarchs and go after Putin's gang. And I don't know why my Republican colleagues are against that. I can't figure that out. But could you tell us what problems you're having and what benefit that additional $30 million would mean to the IRS Criminal Investigations Unit in going after these oligarchs and Putin's supporters?
Of the $30 million, $22 million was for essentially special agents, which are the IRS criminal investigators, who I will flat out say, based on private and public experience, are the absolute finest financial investigators on the planet. $4 million was for technology, and the other $4 million was for support. We did not get the $30 million. We are pursuing that. We moved funds from other parts of the agency where we could. This goes back to my moving funds from less visible to more visible. I would like you and the country to know that the IRS and the people of the IRS Criminal Investigation and IRS Criminal Investigation Cyber Crimes Unit will do all we can do to make sure that we look everywhere and go everywhere. It's our duty to locate financial assets, to go through beneficial owner entities, track those, and IRS Criminal Investigation does that better than anyone else. We also operate in the dark net, if you will, and virtual currencies, where I think media has indicated that there's a lot of activity in the space that you're referring to. And I will say, in those arenas, to give some degree of trust and confidence in the Internal Revenue Service, I believe you may have seen about 3 months ago the takedown of the largest virtual currency seizure in the history of the United States. That was an IRS Criminal Investigation Cyber Crimes matter from the beginning to the end, from 2016. We also recently took down terrorism financing sites for Hamas, Al Qaeda, and ISIS. Same group. And what we were looking for was to be able to supplement that group so that they could stay in the other arenas. That same group took down the largest child exploitation site in history, was operating in the dark net. So taking our people offline there to move them where we also need to be with respect to sanctions and our role in that, it has a negative impact on our operations in that space. I should probably leave it there, but we will do all we can do. I want people to know that this agency, the people are there for you.
I thank the gentleman and thank my friend from Massachusetts whose time has now expired. The